Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX Avalanche. AVAX has broken the descending channel. That is definitely noteworthy here. You know that a lot of cryptos are in this descending channel, and it does a very similar move at the moment as, for example, Solana does. You know, most charts have or are starting to look very similar, you know, and most charts are now in a very similar wave pattern as well. So if I just show you Solana just quickly, just to show you the comparison really, this is Solana, also made a peak and then an ABC correction, yeah. And I made a video yesterday on Solana and said that even though I expect it to come down once more, it could theoretically have completed its correction because this was my target area that we defined before. Somewhere up here, it did come into the target area. That is a critical area. It's not there for fun. It's there for just to show you when a price could be turning around with a high probability. Doesn't need to mean it couldn't go even lower once more, but it means that it has done what it needs to do as a minimum to complete its correction. And we've seen a very strong reaction to this support, to this target area. It hasn't moved out of the channel, however, but it is in a wave 4 in my view, and it could, however, already have completed its correction theoretically. Yeah, even though I expect Bitcoin to come down once more, which would then mean that Solana will probably have another sell-off. But the situation is similar for Avalanche. I did have here my target area further down, but in the last video I also showed you that if I was to use the same target area based on the same Fib levels as Solana, then we would have actually the target area here, because the Solana price did also react to the 0.618 Fib level. Now that's what we see here. It didn't come down that far though, but it reacted to the 0.618 Fib level, and quite strongly, as you can see that we actually moved out of this channel. Now that is important, and it's now addressing here or targeting the 20-day moving average. If it moves through the 20-day moving average, which is just currently where the current price is at around $74, then we can expect the price to target the next resistance, which is sitting at $78. Very strong one will that be. That is the low of that wave A here. Yeah, very close to the low of the wave A. And also it would be, yeah, a Fibonacci level and will provide strong resistance, okay? If the price moves through that, that will then be a very important sign that we really could, at least temporarily, have seen a low and a significant low, and that we might be moving higher, with the next resistance being then the 50-day moving average. Now that is a dynamic one. Today it's sitting at $93. I think we're going to see some resistance there, and that is currently very close here to the $94 level, the 0.382 Fib level, yeah? So these are the next resistances. Next support, should we break down from here, is that $62 level, the 0.618 Fib level, and below that, well, we've got the $39 level, the 0.786. So message here is, you know, the low could theoretically have been in already. It's good to see it's actually moving up. The thing is though, that I don't think Bitcoin can build a new all-time high from here, so I expect Bitcoin to come down once more, but we always want to be prepared for all scenarios. That's so important. It's doing something that in a clear downtrend it shouldn't necessarily do. So it did break out of this channel here. Needs to move, however, above the 20-day moving average now and above that wave A low. Okay, so that's where we're currently finding resistance here. We are here on this channel, on the community, we are prepared for this scenario that is moving up, because my last buy order triggered here. I did check it before the video at just above this Fib level, just above the 0.618, so $63. There's no reason to FOMO in now. The buy order did trigger close to the low, so in case it goes up from here, the buy order has been triggered. Yes, lower buy orders were set as well, but sometimes they're just not reached. That's why it's important in my view to dollar cost average in with a long-term view. But again, that's no financial advice. It's only my own strategy, and that is why I'm pleased if the price is going up from here also, because anything can always happen, especially as, and that is so important, that's the message here again, because even though it didn't move into these lower Fib levels that so many cryptos do, at least not yet, so it could still come, yeah, As we can see here, what I think we're doing here is just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I also always want to emphasize the message that it could always be now that these corrections are over, at least for the cryptocurrencies that have hit a target area. Now, okay, it didn't get into my target area down there, but if I use the same fib levels as for Solana, it did reach it, and actually that is enough from an Elliott wave point of view. The 0.618 fib level for a wave 1, 2, a wave 2 in which we currently are, is enough. And the most important thing, it did move already, and I mentioned that before, it did move below its wave A. And this is important for an ABC correction, that the wave C creates a new low, a new low which would be lower than the wave A, and then it has done what it needs to do for an ABC correction, okay? And on top of that, it did see the 0.618 fib level. Now, what I primarily think, however, is that we are currently doing a wave 4 here and have another wave 5 down. So there are important levels to watch out for. And if I draw the fibs here and start at the top of the wave 2 here, go all the way down to the wave 3 just to define those Fibonacci levels for the wave 4 retracement. If we really move above that $78 level, which would also be, as I said, it's the 0.5 fib level. Oh no, sorry, just need to move that. I did go down to low. Okay, so based on this, the ideal level actually for that wave 4 would be the $78, $79 level. So if we move above that, we could still move to the 0.5 at $87, and it could still be a wave 4. Only if we move above 87, then it's actually getting more likely that the correction could already be finished, or that we have maybe another wave count, maybe something that I then need to look at. But at the moment, until we break above $87, I would think that we actually remain in the downtrend. But if we get to $87, that's probably then also when we're very close to the 50-day moving average, and I would at least want the 50-day moving average also to be broken to talk about an uptrend here. That would be fantastic then. If we're above that, I think then we can be confident, or more confident, that the low was already in. But also we need to keep an eye on Bitcoin as well. But it's fantastic that here the buy order triggered at 63. So if it goes up from here, I'm very pleased. And again, if you want to see my own buy and sell orders, then please check out the channel membership. You can find a link for that in the video description, and that takes you to my website. Or you can alternatively sign up here on YouTube if you're interested in joining the community, supporting the channel, and also seeing my portfolio and my buy and sell orders. So the way the price moves, however, is looking corrective. So yeah, we just need to see what the price is doing now. It's moving up. It's looking corrective. Yeah, it's not doing a strong impulsive move here to the upside, but we saw a double bottom here, a W and another W here. So we're making a series of higher lows. That is important. Struggling currently to get through that wave A high or low, and this is where we're stuck. If we move through here, we can still get to $88. Above 88, I think, yeah, we obviously there is the 50-day moving average as well, very close then. But then it could really be that the low was in. That's the message. My primary expectation, and I have to say that, is still that we're getting down. So sometimes it's really just not very clear, and we need to see what the price is doing. But that's why I always try to emphasize on this channel how important the mindset is, how important it is to be prepared for all scenarios. And as I said repeatedly, these prices where we are already, even now, they are fantastic long-term prices. And in probably a while, we are not going to see these prices again. That's my view. That's why I like to dollar cost average in, especially at these prices. That's why I have my buy order set at these prices. I think these are great opportunities. But everybody who is buying now needs to be aware that I do expect another sell off, which, however, doesn't need to happen. Nobody has a crystal ball. We can only talk about probabilities here. And at the moment, the probability, in my view, given that we've actually moved above this channel here, and we are still above the 200-day moving average, and we've already seen here the 0.618 fib level, the probability that we go up, in my view, has increased a little bit, but I would still go with a probably 65% probability that we go down once more, and a 35% that we go up from here, which shows you there is a certain possibility and probability and likelihood that we're actually going up from here. Yeah. But it's not my primary expectation. Yeah. But everybody needs to clear about that this is always a possibility, and it has technically, and that's so important, it has technically done what it needs to do to complete the correction. Yeah. The only thing that really stops me from thinking that primarily is that my wave count and my view on what Bitcoin is doing, where I do expect also another wave 5 down, and I don't think that Avalanche will be able to do here a single move up. But again, we are prepared for the scenario on this channel and in this community. All right, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, as I said, maybe check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.